Hi air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see what is the truth of this connection. So what are your person's true thoughts, true feelings, true intentions? What is it you need to know? There's going to be a part 2 to this reading, guys. And in part 2, we're going to continue on with the messages and maybe dive into a little bit more detail and depth here. And part 2 is going to be made available via the extension link below. For those of you interested in a personalized tarot reading with myself, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is also going to be listed below. I feel like you have water energies have the Tower and the Three of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or what's going on here has really pieced your emotions very strongly. Okay, I feel like there is some connection to a water sign for some of you here. Okay, what's going on here? I can see that there is a very intricate, a very complex, a very complicated state of emotional affairs. Your energies, your situation is under the influence of the Tower card here. So there's something going on here. There's a disconnection, there's a discord, there is a separation, a breakup. There's something that I feel like is causing a lot of heavy emotions here to influence the reading. And also I feel like these emotions, these really intense full-on emotions are dictating someone's actions or lack of. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of charged up energy. What's going on? There's anger, there's hurt, there's betrayal, there's rejection, there's abandonment. I don't think that it's just purely stems from this connection. I feel like something here that's happened recently, some sort of Tower moment, some altercation, disagreement or disconnection, however it's transpired for you, has brought to the surface many emotions that were hidden, okay, or that were buried, and it's kind of resurfacing. It's kind of flooding back memories. So it's kind of flooding back it's like reopened old emotional wounds, or it's kind of, for you or for this person or for the both of you as well, it does feel very intense. There's a lot that's going on here, guys, and I feel like there's a lot that's going on with you. There's a lot that's going on with your person. I feel like there's a lot of, the energies also seem very ambiguous. It's just like, notice how, you've got the sort of like the billowing clouds. Well, you've got the billowing clouds in the Wheel of Fortune and Three of Swords. And then you've got these clouds which to me look very tumultuous. So I feel like there should have been communication a long time ago. I feel like this person maybe wanted to reach out to you a long time ago. They maybe wanted to communicate something to you, or you were expecting to receive contact or communication from this person quite some time ago. So I feel like contact or communication is delayed. And I think that's purposeful on their end. It's kind of strategic, because I feel like maybe they're using silence as a weapon here. Maybe they're using the lack of contact, lack of communication as a weapon, because they know that it's going to upset you. They know that it's kind of going to fuel things a little bit. I feel like your person is hurt. And when people are hurt, unfortunately, they go around hurting other people because they don't know how to process the pain. They don't know how to process the emotions. And, it feels like it's someone who kind of wants to retaliate. It's almost like, especially with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords here, I feel like this person is hurting, or this person is feeling all sorts of emotions, and they don't know how to work through those feelings. They don't know how to work through those emotions. And what they're doing is, to me, it's an energy of them wanting to retaliate and them wanting to hurt you in a way that they've been hurt, which does sound a little bit, emotionally immature or juvenile. See, the Three of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you guys aren't working through, you're not doing very well, the both of you. You're not coping very well during this Tower moment. Neither are they. You're not really working together. You're kind of trying to work alone. I feel like maybe you're using, and maybe that's not a bad thing, maybe you're kind of using this time from one another to work on yourselves, so that, you do come back together, maybe later down the track, healthier, happier versions of yourselves. And that way, you're better equipped to then work through the issues that plague this connection. Or maybe it's just that there's such a disharmony, disconnection right now that I feel like you guys are, you're not working together, and because you need to realign, and right now there's a misalignment, there's an imbalance, there's a disconnection. Okay, the Tower moment can be physical. It can be, a disagreement or a separation that is keeping things very hectic for you. It could also be something that's personal. So this person could be going through a personal Tower moment, and they're internalizing those emotions, and as a result it is impacting your relationship and your connection with this person. I feel like someone doesn't want to acknowledge, someone is in denial of the role that they played and how that role contributed to the Tower moment, or the breakup, or the separation, or the pain and the rejection. And I feel like there's so much opportunity for growth in this connection, not only for this connection to grow, but also for the individuals to grow. Because what's happening is you guys are kind of like, during this Tower moment, there are certain things that are being exposed to each other, okay? And some of your flaws, your insecurities, your emotional triggers, your past hurt, past pains, past wounds are coming out into the open. And you guys, essentially, you brought that out in one another. It's not that you guys are purposefully inflicting the pain on each other, but really this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to, take a look at the shadow aspects of yourself, shadow aspects of this relationship, and work on them, work through them, do some inner work, do some inner healing. I feel like right now there's such a lack of commitment. There's such a lack of commitment to the relationship. There's such a lack of commitment to working on themselves, working on this relationship, or working through this relationship, which is a shame, because I feel like if you don't commit to, if you don't commit to resolving through this conflict, if you don't commit to doing the shadow work, if you don't commit to each other and commit to the love that you have for one another, this could lead to a mischance and a missed opportunity. I don't know if someone else, I feel like there's this imbalance as well. There's threes, or you're experiencing oppositional force in this connection. So there's something here, or someone that's opposing this connection. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there seems to be a imbalance or a misalignment or a disconnection. Maybe they've met someone recently that has caught their attention. Maybe you've met someone recently that's caught your attention. There could be a oppositional force here that's kind of attacking and kind of challenging things, and challenging this connection. So maybe disapproving family members or friends, or connecting energies, whether on your end or whether on this person's end. The thing is, there's just so much potential, but unfortunately I feel like if you need to be aware, the both of you need to be aware of just how much potential this connection holds. Because right now I see a lack of commitment. I feel like someone here is too angry or too hurt to say something, too angry, too hurt to really express their feelings. Someone here feels very betrayed, feels very abandoned, and I feel like there's certain emotional triggers, certain emotional buttons that have been pushed. And this person is so hung up on the hurt, on the pain that they're experiencing, that they're not seeing a way forward. They're not seeing how the two of you can work through this. Just, you know, it feels like there's been a tangled web that's been woven, and it's like they've got themselves into a sticky situation, whether it's a third party situation, or whether, you know, there's this disconnection or a discord, and it's like they feel stuck and they don't know how to get themselves out of this sticky web. Okay, they feel very stuck, they feel very tangled up in their emotions and in the situation, that they don't see a way forward, they don't see a way out. There is a way out. There's, of course, always a way out. And I feel like, you know, this person wants to be with you, but they don't know how to. And this person wants to love you, but they don't know how to, or they're worried that they can't give you the love. It feels like this, to me, you know, it does feel like a web. Or look at the Wheel of Fortune as a web of some sort, or look at it as a knot, okay? And in order for you to come back together, okay, or in order for the two of you to heal this situation, you need to untangle the knots. Some of these knots need to be untangled on some of the issues that the both of you are experiencing in this connection, whether it's personal issues, whether it's issues on the relationship. If you don't do that, you know, you can't move forward. You cannot possibly move forward, right? Because those issues are going to continue to plague the relationship, and the relationship is going to continue to suffer the same fate. Speaking of fate, this person believes that you're going to come back together again. No contact, no communication right now, but they're thinking about you. And to me, they feel like, especially with the Knight of Cups energy, they feel like things are going to work themselves out. It's not going to fall, you know, the working through this connection, that part is not going to fall into their lap. So I don't know, I feel like they're not being really realistic. I feel like this person wants to come back together and they want to love you, and, you know, they want to work things out, but they're not taking any steps to support those intentions that they have. Okay, because, you know, you can wish for a resolution, you can wish for commitment, for, you know, a reconciliation, but what good is wishing if you're not taking any actions to support that? And I feel like this is where your person, and I don't think it's through lack of trying, I just feel like they're really down in the dumps. I feel like your person is so wrapped up and so consumed by the own hurt or the pain that they're feeling, that they don't really see, like, and they're not working through it. They're not working through it because they feel like they've hit emotional rock bottom. Or they feel like, yeah, I'm getting pentacles, I'm getting like knots, I'm getting patterns that aren't serving them, and they just feel like, there's a bit of a la-di-da-di kind of energy to them. They feel like they're going to waltz their way back into your life, and the two of you are just going to come back together. You're going to reconcile your differences, and then guess what? You're going to ride off into the sunset, and have your happily ever after, very Disney-esque style. I mean, that's nice, but is that realistic? I'm not saying you can't have that. I'm just saying that I don't see how that can be achieved where the energies are currently at right now. Like, there needs to be conflict that needs to be worked through. There needs to be a resolution. There needs to be a reconciliation. And, you know, what steps are they taking towards it? Because they kind of want the destination. They kind of want to skip the, you know, the journey part, getting to the destination. They just want to arrive at the destination already. And it doesn't work like that. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing. Let's explore in part 2, you know, this charged up energy that we're picking up, and exactly what is the future of this connection? When will there be contact and communication? Because I feel like there will be, but are they communicating with intent? And that's very important. So follow me to part 2 of the extension reading, which is made available via the link below. Thank you guys for your time, your energy, your attention. If you haven't already, please show your support to the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing. No pressure, but just putting it out there. Thanks, guys.